So obviously we had a tragedy yesterday here in Colorado with yet another school shooting, and people are bombarding us with questions, whether it be social media on the Signal group that we've got, or people that were already calling me with kids in Highlands Ranch on what are we going to do next. So there's a lot of stuff about something should be done. I'm just going to share with you a couple things that we do on a daily basis. This is what we do. So Jimmy Graham with the Active Shooter Response Training Center, the founder of the Able Shepherd program. We meet this head-on in Able Shepherd, and we train people to answer an acrostic that we call defend. Now, run, hide, fight is very nationally well known, and it was a good start. But if you're in this industry, then you understand it's dated and it's not inclusive. So it's missing, it's lacking some things. Our acrostic is called defend, D-E-F-E-N-D. Those are not something to be quickly remembered. It's training modules where you must spend time. People ask, what should I do? Should I run? Should I hide? Should I don't know the answer to that. Why? Because I'm not in the situation. You're going to have to make your own decision, but it's fair to give you the tools needed to make those decisions. So those tools come from 6 areas. Defend is the first one. It's the broadest. Defend could be unarmed. That's going to be the least capable, obviously, but you still better have a plan. You better know how to actually fight, physically fight and defend yourself, your vitals, and stay conscious. If it means armed capability, there must be training. And I'm not talking about shooting paper. I'm talking about shooting individuals with training rounds, with simunition training rounds, because it's the most realistic. I say the best way to learn how to realistically react against people is to train against people. And now it can be safely done. This is not a new thing. It's been going on for 20 plus years within the military, law enforcement, and elite levels. So defense is the biggest one in the first D in defend. D-E-F-E-N-D, going down to E, so it's evacuate. Don't just talk about it, do it. Take your staff, take the children, and evacuate to the reunification point. Not wait for a bus ride. I'm talking about where are you going to walk to with 300, 500, whatever, 1,000 students. Where are they going to go? And they need to practice that. Even if they're little ones, they have to understand that. Teachers might not be capable of escorting them during a shooting, so they need to know beforehand. And your reunification, all that has to be done and worked out and figured out so it's not chaos. Going to be chaotic anyways, but at least you started with a plan. There's some structure to it. F is fortify. How are you going to fortify the area you're in? If you can't do it, take it out of your plan. If you are going to keep it in the plan, make the door capable of being fortified. Is it strong? Is it hard to get into? Common sense plays in here. Could you get in that room? If you really needed to, could you get in? If the answer is yes, then it's not fortified. The next E is emergency medical aid. That means tourniquets and wound packing. If you're on scene for an amount of time, you're going to need to do some kind of direct pressure. Tourniquets is a key here. In 1 hour class, you can get certified and stop the bleed. It's a must now. It's not even negotiable anymore. This is something that has to happen. N's for notify others in your area. If you notify others in your area in the form of screaming, in the form of hitting a panic button, you may save somebody else's life on the other side of the campus. They don't even know if this is real or not, but by them leaving because they respect the drill, you save their life. And the next one's dial 911. You sound the alarm, somebody gets out, maybe they called 911, and due to emergency response, they saved your life. That's a big deal, and it's important to say that they're not chronological. Run, hide, fight was delivered, run. If you can't run, hide. If you can't do either, then you must. Then only last resort, fight. That's a non-starter because you don't get to pick your challenge. If you're face-to-face with a shooter and you get thrust into fight and you can save others, you better know how to do it. It better not be the first time. So this whole liability game of I can't teach people to fight because they might lose, it's flip-flop. Like, what do you mean you don't have a plan? It's got to be realistic and it's got to work. That's what we do on a daily basis with companies, with individuals, with government agencies. We go and train their people how to have a plan, but it's got to be realistic. So the answer, people asking, what should we do? What should we do? We know what to do, and we're launching. We're head first launching into this, and we have been. I personally started a company 7 years ago. We're 7 years into this, and now basically we're being heard. Not because a tragedy happens and I start talking. I never stop talking and thinking about this. I have skin in this game. I have young kids in school, so that's what we're doing. We're absolutely combating this, but people stop listening until things like happened like yesterday. So I've got your attention. The time for talk is over. I've been to so many seminars, I'm sick of them because the next one is, hey, I'll see you at the next luncheons. Talking about this are not the answer. So then it's like, hey, we have a luncheon, and the solution is let's have another luncheon. We're not doing that anymore. So this is what we do. There's over 200 people in our Able Shepherd program training to back this up. There's over 82 advanced members, advanced to my standard, meaning they're advanced, they know how to do this stuff. How? Because they practice a lot. So they got to understand this is very real, very honest about this. This isn't magic saying it's a one size fits all. But if your people don't have the skills to make their own decisions, then we're creeping up on negligence here. We need to be able to protect our children. So, ableshepherd.com. is for the training. able-nation.org. We started a 501c3 to redesign how we do safety around schools, in particular churches, schools, and civic groups. We have a notion about how schools should be built in the future. I'm talking ground up, built from the ground up with a 30-second response time. I've talked to Patrick Neville here in Colorado at the State House of Representatives, on the radio with Stephen Tubbs and others, and talked about this concept. It would absolutely work. And once I explain it, they say that would work. But now that we've got people's attention, we really need to talk about this, and it's coming again. So the time to act is now. Please join us, ableshepherd.com and able-nation.org. We can help, but we need your support. Blessings, guys. Take care of one another. We'll see you soon.